everyone and Assalamualaikum. First of all, what is homeostasis? So, firstly, homeostasis is the ability of the various body system to return to a normal or stable state after being exposed to a variety of stimuli that would tend to change the states as known as homeostasis, and it permits cellular activity and life in general. Besides, include the regulation of blood sugar, blood pH, oxygen and body temperature. The primary mechanism for maintaining this equilibrium is feedback, particularly negative feedback, which attempts to undo any abnormal change, such as the body's natural tendency to perspire in order to cool itself when it's hot. So, that is introduction of homeostasis. Now we move to thermoregulation process. Firstly, when our body temperature is increased, our blood is warmer than hypothalamic set point. Then, activities heat loss center in hypothalamus. Next, skin blood vessel dilate. Capillaries become flush with warm blood, heat radiates from skin surface. Also, sweat glands activates means secretes perspiration which is vaporized by body heat, helping to cool the body. On the other hand, body temperature decrease, blood temperature declines and hypothalamus heat loss center shut off. And our body temperature is become normal. And next, what if our body temperature is become decreased? Firstly, the blood cooler than hypothalamic set point. And next, activities heat promoting center in hypothalamus. Also, skin blood vessel constrict, body is diverted from skin capillaries and withdrawn to deeper tissue, minimize overall heat loss from skin surface. Also, skeletal muscle activate when more heat must be generated, shivering begins. Lastly but not least, body temperature increase, blood temperature rise and hypothalamus heat promoting center shut off and become the normal body temperature again.
Hi, next we need to know what is environmental toxins and why it's bad for human homeostasis. First of all, what is environmental toxins? It is a harmful substance present in the environment that can negatively affect the health of living organisms, including humans, animals, and plants. These toxins may originate from natural sources, such as volcanic eruption or algal blooms, or from human activities, such as industrial emission, agricultural runoff, and improper waste disposal. For example, of heavy metals is like lead and mercury, pesticide, air pollutants like particulate matter and ozone, and also persistent organic pollutants such as dioxins and PCBs. That's why it is bad for human homeostasis. This is because they can disturb the body's ability to maintain stable internal condition and might lead to health problems such as it can damage organs like the liver, kidneys, and brain by making it harder for the body to remove waste and function properly. Then, it can disrupt hormones, which can mess up processes like growth, metabolism, and reproduction. It also can cause cell damage by creating harmful molecules like free radicals that can hurt cells and DNA. Other than that, it can weaken the immune system by making it harder to fight off infections. Lastly, it can harm the heart and blood vessels, causing issues like high blood pressure.
For the next topic, we have types of environmental toxic, which is heavy metals, pollutants, and pesticides. So for the first one is heavy metals. What is heavy metal poisoning? Heavy metal poisoning occurs when microscopic molecules of metals accumulate within your body after exposure. Heavy metal attach to your cells and prevent them from performing their function, which causes symptoms that could be life-threatening without treatment. Some of the example of heavy metals, we have lead, which is a contaminated water from lead pipes, batteries, paint, gasoline, and construction materials. And we have mercury, a liquid in thermometers, light bulbs, dental amalgam fillings, batteries, seafood, and topical antiseptic. And for arsenic, we have topical creams, herbicides, insecticides, pesticides, fungicides, paints, enamels, glass, contaminated water, seafood, and algae. For the next one is pollutants. Pollutants are substances released into ecosystem by human activities that decrease the quality of air, water, soil, and food, and affect the health of human and non-human populations. There are three types of pollutant, which is air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. Air pollution occurs in the air due to the entry of contaminants that exceed normal limits. Water pollution is the mixing of contaminants and water through rivers, beach, lakes, and groundwater, which result in decreased water quality. Soil pollution is the mixing of pollutant substance with the soil. Last but not least, we have pesticides. What is the impact of pesticides on the environment? Pesticides are toxic chemicals designed to be deliberately released into the environment. Although each pesticide is meant to kill a certain pest, a very large percentage of pesticides reach a destination other than their target. Pesticides easily contaminate the air, ground, and water when they run off from the fields, escape from storage tank, when they are not discharged properly, and especially when they are sprayed early. And right here we have two examples of pesticides, which is glyphosate. This herbicide mostly sold under the brand name Roundup, and it is believed to cause kidney disease. And we have atrazine. This herbicide is known to alter hormones and impact the immune system. That's all from me. Thank you.
So next, we're gonna talk about mechanism of detoxification to environmental stressor. The first one is detoxification in living organism. A cellular and biochemical mechanism. There are three phases. The first phase, we call it modification. Enzymes such as cytochrome P450 oxidize, reduce or hydrolyze toxic substance to make them more water soluble and reactive. The purpose of this phase is to chemically modify toxic substance to make them more reactive and prepare them for further processing. Enzymes like cytochrome P450 will perform reaction like hydrolysis, oxidation, and reduction. And during these phases, it will transform lipophilic substance into more polar form and making them easier to excrete. Next is phase 2, we call it conjugation. The toxin are conjugate with hydrophilic molecule like glutathione, glucuronic acid, and sulfate to enhance solubility. The purpose of this phase is to neutralize reactive intermediate from phase 1 by attaching them to hydrophilic molecule and increasing their solubility. Next one is phase 3, excretion. During this, it will transport protein ATP, expel modified toxin from cell to the urine or sweat. It will transport the modified and conjugate substance out of the body, for example like sweat, saliva, and urine. So the outcome is the body will eliminate toxin and their metabolism, efficiently maintaining cellular and systematic health. So next one is antioxidant system. Reactive oxygen species (ROS) we produce during toxin metabolism are neutralized by enzymes such as superoxide dismutase (SOD), catalase, and glutathione peroxidase. The function of antioxidant system is to protect cell from oxidative damage caused by toxic metabolism and environmental stress like UV radiation and pollutant. So, it will regulate redox balance, which is crucial for maintaining cellular health. Next is storage and sequestration. Metals and toxicants are stored in inert form in organelle or bound to protein like metallothionein or ferritin. The function of this is to prevent immediate toxicity by isolating harmful substance, and it will provide a buffer period for detoxification and excretion system to process the toxin safely. Next, we're going to talk about how mechanisms adapt to the environmental stressor. First, we have thermal stress. First one is heat. It occurs when organisms are exposed to temperature beyond their optimal range, which is higher than the usual. There is a production of heat shock protein, HSPs, to stabilize and refold damaged protein. Next is cold. So it occurs when the temperature is below the optimal range.
During this, it will adjust the cellular membrane to maintain fluidity by increasing unsaturated fatty acid. Next is drought and desiccation. It occurs when water availability is limited, leading to dehydration and osmotic stress. So there is accumulation of osmolyte like proline and glycine, betaine, to maintain water balance, and it will reduce transpiration through stomata closure in plant. So plant will reduce water loss by closing the stomata. So the third one is salinity stress. It arises when high salt concentration in the environment disrupt water uptake and ion balance. There is active ion transport via forms like Na+, NH+, and water to exclude excess water. And there is also production of compatible solute like proline and betaine to counter osmotic stress. Next one is hypoxia, where it occurs when oxygen availability is insufficient in high altitude environment or underwater, or basically we can say that there is a low oxygen level. During this, there is activation of hypoxia inducible factor HIP to increase expression of genes such as erythropoiesis, angiogenesis, and aerobic metabolism. It involves in oxygen transport and aerobic metabolism.
Alright, now we move to the conclusion. In summary, the environmental toxins can significantly disrupt homeostasis in humans, leading to a variety of physiological imbalances. Exposure to pollutants such as heavy metals, endocrine disruptor, and air or water pollutants can disrupt metabolic processes, immune function, and the stability of organ system. These toxins can alter hormone levels, damage cellular structures, impair detoxification processes, and increase susceptibility to disease such as cancer, respiratory disorder, and neurological disorders. Over time, chronic exposure to environmental toxin may overwhelm the body's natural ability to maintain homeostasis, resulting in long-term health consequences. Therefore, minimizing exposure and enhancing detoxification mechanism is essential for maintaining homeostasis and overall health. Alright, this is the last part in our video presentation. So, as you can see, this slide shows our references for this video presentation. Alright, so that's all from us. I hope you guys enjoy for this video and see you next time.